Alright, welcome back to Between the Goalposts. Nate Hampton, J5. Going through his midlife crisis here. Andy Reid, Ferrari's out back. Alright, we're going to do our weekly Tebow update. So, what do you got to say about the Bears game? Do you think he had anything like crazy going on? What happened there?
I mean, they said it best on the telecast that it was an unwinnable scenario, and he pulled the rabbit out of a hat again. I mean, the real question is, did he have a hand in Marion Barber running out of bounds and losing that ball? Because I could have swore I saw a little floating number 15 just nudge Marion Barber out of bounds. Like, there's no other explanation.
It was like I've never seen, like, because he is a veteran. Like, he's done dumb things in his career, but never that dumb. Like, he's done costly fumbles before. He's done that. You come to think of it, he usually fumbles against Brian Dawkins.
Interesting.
All his old fumbles were against the Eagles. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe Dawkins has something to do with it.
Dawkins was in the area.
He just willed it to happen along with Tebow. Two most spiritual guys in the NFL having to be on the same freaking team. Alright, do you think he's becoming a more traditional quarterback?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the last few games, his passing numbers go up and up and up every single game. And the game plan, I think the last time we've seen the option from the Broncos was in the Jets game 2 weeks ago, or over 2 weeks ago. So I think they introduced that to catch teams off guard, but then, you know, learning from history in the Wildcat in 08, 09, they knew it wouldn't last long. So without telling anybody, they slowly sort of morphed it out of the game plan until now it's gone from where I'm sitting.
Well, they tried it one time at the Bears game. I saw it happening. He pitched it to Jeremiah Johnson. Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs wanted nothing to do with it. Yeah. Urlacher tackled Tebow. Briggs tackled Jeremiah Johnson for like a 2-yard loss. It was just not going to work out. So, yeah, you're right. They're just phasing out. They never tried it again after that.
Yeah, it seems like for the most part now, it's, you know, traditional power running game from quarters 1 through 3.5, and then when they start needing it, they just let him loose in the spread, that old Florida style. It's like he's got Lewis Murphy and Riley Cooper over there. So I feel like if they would go to that earlier and more often and just let it rip a little bit. I mean, he's careful enough with the ball that you don't really have to worry about too much. So, I mean, what do you have to lose?
That's very true. So, how do you think this whole Patriot game is going to, how do you think Tebow's going to fare against the porous Patriots secondary?
If last week was the meeting of immovable objects, this weekend is the meeting of unstoppable forces. I mean, it's Tom Brady against... it's sort of the Patriots against themselves, because their defense is so bad that you have to think that Tebow's going to be able to put up over 20 on them if they do not just grind the ball and the clock into the ground. On the other hand, the Broncos' defense isn't quite good enough to stop Brady. I think they'll contain him for low 20s, mid 20s, but it'll be 28, 24, 35, 32, maybe 45, 42. I mean, I think it'll be a shootout.
All right. I would have to agree. I think the Patriots would probably be better off just not fielding a defense. I mean, these guys...
Well, they basically don't. They have Matthew Slater and Julian Edelman playing DB. I mean, it's like, are there no practice squads? Are there no prisons? Are there no poorhouses? Like, I mean, they have wide receivers playing defensive back. I mean, I know Belichick is revered as this genius, but come on.
Well, people are overlooking it because it's happened before, but Edelman's not Brown.
No, he's not Troy Brown. Troy Brown had a special gift to be able to cover. He was actually good.
It made no sense, which angered me. But Edelman just kind of flutters around in this weird zone. And
I mean, I think he just was lobbying to find a way onto the field, and he's found it. But, you know, it was either him or Mr. High Top Fade Underwood.
Yeah. All right. So we're, of course, picking Tebow. Naturally.
He hasn't lost since October.
Well, yeah, the Patriots don't have enough to stop him. The Broncos have just enough to, like you said, to contain Brady.
And I think Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil will at least one time trick Brady into a turnover, whether it be a sack fumble or an interception, just some kind of wacky play. And if you would just please double Gronk and Welker, I mean, I would love to see Brady beat somebody with other people. I mean, because those are the only two guys that he's using. So, I mean, you lock Champ up on Welker, you put Dawkins and Carter or something in bracket coverage on Gronkowski. I mean, they're still going to get theirs, but if you make a concerted effort, Brady's going to take what the coverage is giving him. So make him use Deion Branch, Danny Woodhead, whoever. I don't care, just not those two.
I would agree. And the Broncos are one of 2 teams that Brady does not have a winning overall record against. So we kind of have his number.
3-6 since 2000.
Including the playoffs. That's all I have for you on the Tebow update this week. Again, we'll do it next week. But from Vegas. What?